Hello, everyone. Welcome to United States News. Why Democrats are excited for Biden after a big week. A week ago, President Biden seemed down on his luck. He had just been diagnosed with COVID-19 after dodging it for more than 2 years. He was being bashed by people in his own party for appearing flat-footed on abortion. The all-important climate legislation he had been pushing seemed dead in the water. And as if things couldn't appear any worse, the New York Times had recently released a poll showing that most Democrats wanted someone else to run for their party's nomination in 2024. But a lot changed in a week. Biden defeated his COVID-19 symptoms, and despite testing positive on Saturday after days of testing negative in what his doctor deemed a rebound case, it looks like the president has avoided any severe illness. Gas prices are at the lowest they've been in weeks. He'll soon sign a bipartisan bill to boost the domestic chip industry, which has been a major priority. And there's an emerging deal in the Senate on his domestic climate and health agenda that caught almost all of Washington off guard this week. But it's not all good for Biden. The Commerce Department on Thursday said the economy shrank for a second straight quarter, raising fears of a recession. But overall, it was the best week in some time for the president. He even got some props from his old boss on his bout of good news. This has been a big week for the Biden administration and Democrats in Congress, former President Obama said on Thursday, highlighting the movement on legislation. Progress doesn't always happen all at once, but it does happen, and this is what it looks like. Even Democrats who had questioned Biden's leadership days earlier were feeling more optimistic. He had a really good F-ing week, said one Democratic strategist who acknowledged doubting the White House's strategy or lack thereof earlier this month, said Cristina Tizanson Ramirez, president and executive director of the youth voting group Next Gen America, noting that policy to fight climate change was a major motivator for young voters in 2020 who turned out to support Biden. However, it's unclear whether that enthusiasm will translate into more support for Biden among young voters, who polls have shown souring on Biden. At the end of the day, what I think people have to remember is Biden was never the youth candidate, said Tizanson Ramirez. If Democrats are able to get this done, it shows young people their vote really does help deliver the policy agenda that they want. Biden is contending with record high inflation and remains underwater in the polls, with his national approval average around 38%. But Democratic strategist Rodel Molyneux said Biden has been unfairly plagued by what he hasn't accomplished versus what he has, and the legislative deals are sure to re-energize him, particularly when it comes to the base. Molyneux acknowledged that it will continue to be a roller coaster ride for Biden. He's going to have good weeks and bad weeks between now and the midterms and between now and his reelection, he said. Rep. Dean Phillips, D-Min, said in a local radio interview on Thursday that he would not support Biden running again in 2024. Instead, calling for a generational change at the top of the ticket, I think the country would be well served by a new generation of compelling, well-prepared, dynamic Democrats who step up, he said on Chad Hartman's radio show.